Hello, this is H.G. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play Disgaea 2! The next area in the post-game that I want to unlock here is the Cave of Ordeals. It's essentially the same concept as the first game. It has 5 battles, one of them is the ultimate grind map, and there's a pretty good piece of equipment that we can get there, but the enemies are a lot tougher than I'm able to handle right now, so I need to do some grinding. And to facilitate that, I passed 8 stronger enemy bills. Exactly 8, no more, no less. And actually what I did, though, was I passed 3 stronger enemy bills, and then I passed 1 even stronger enemy bill, which is the equivalent of 5 stronger enemy bills there. And there's also a third bill that isn't shown here because I don't have the mana for it. It's called the strongest enemy bill, and that caps the stronger enemy bills at 20, but you do it all at once, so you don't have to do it like the first game where you have to pass the bills one at a time. And you can even see the opposites here for the weaker enemy bills here, and the weakest enemies basically brings the enemies down to what their normal level is. So once I'm done with the grinding, I definitely want to pass that so the enemies are remotely sane for me to kill. Now, one thing I want to do here is to make grinding faster. Let's turn off the battle effects there, and yeah, let's set the combat speed, wait a minute. Yeah, combat speed to blitz, message speed to blitz, and okay, let's go Alke City, battle number 2 here, or 9-2. And the reason why I like this map for grinding, at least early on, is because we get level 99 Magic Knights if you've passed 8 stronger enemy bills. And you've got the experience plus 50 geo effect here too, so that helps out a lot. The thing is that just like the first game, for whatever reason, the enemies at level 99 give exactly 99. They give the equivalent experience of like a level 300 enemy or something like that, because of how the way the experience curve is calculated there. So that makes this an ideal map for doing the early grinding that I want to do. So let's go over here now, and basically what I'm trying to do is stay out of range of the enemies while I nuke them from the other side of the battlefield, and they'll just sit on their ass because they can't hit me. You don't want to be any closer to the Rune Knights than this, because if you do, they'll be able to hit you with Blade Rush. Now what I want to do with Lloyd here is I want to reincarnate him into a green skull again, so that he can learn all of the wind spells, which he will do at level 160 there. But I want to reincarnate him at Genius capability, which requires 5,000 mana there. So yeah, I'm gonna need to do another battle or 2 in order to make that work. Now, by the way, if you're playing the PS2 version of the game, let's see, where can I sort them? Or there we go. Okay. Well, that didn't really help, but anyway, so you learn the ultimate wind spell, which is Pay to Wind, at level 160, but if you're playing the PS2 version of the game, they didn't have that one, so you'll have to settle for Terra Wind, and you get that at level 80 as a green skull, if I recall correctly, so you have a little less grinding to do if you do it that way. And Pay to Wind isn't that much more powerful than Terra Wind, but I'm going to get it because it's available here, and it'll make life a little easier anyway. So I need to do a little more grinding to get the mana I want to reincarnate, so I'll take care of that in a moment, and be right back. Okay, took care of that little bit of grinding there. So let's see, let's remove all this stuff. Okay, good. And actually, let's get rid of some of the equipment that I won from the battle there that I don't care about. And, okay, so Lloyd, I want him to reincarnate back into a green skull here. So, let's see. Genius capability is good there, so let's go with that. Oh, by the way, one thing about Genius and Distinguished capability is that normally, like, let's say you're creating a new job class, you would need approval from the Dark Assembly to do that, just like passing a bill or something. But if you reincarnate, you don't need approval for that. So that helps out a little bit. So let's put all my bonus points into intelligence. Okay, 34. I want my base intellect to be 34 or better, and I want my elemental aptitude to be strong to wind. That'll increase the damage I deal with wind spells, and we're pretty good there. Okay, so let's see, we got that. Let's get all of our other stuff back on. One nice thing about using the Testament is that it also increases your hit stat, which at level 1, it can be a little difficult to kill the enemies, or actually hit the enemies to kill them. How are my other spells doing? The only one I really care about is Espoir. I may want to use Espoir a couple times, just to give it enough, well, right now it's okay, but whenever you reincarnate, you lose some of the experience towards weapon and your magic experience. And if you go below level 1, then you lose the spell. So I want to hold on to Espoir, so I'm going to have to make sure that I use it every now and then before I reincarnate. So now I need to get up to level 160 with Lloyd to get Pay to Win, so I will take care of that, and I will be right back. Okay, finished the grinding there, so let's see, yeah, got him over level 160, and we got Pay to Win there. Peta, or however you want to pronounce it. One thing that I'm also doing while I'm grinding is I want to use all my wind spells somewhat evenly because of one of the super bosses in the game. And I'll explain why when we get to pretty much the end of this LP. So anyway, we got those. You want to make sure you use Pitawind at least once before reincarnating, or you'll just lose it again. So don't do it. Well, I mean, do use it, but don't reincarnate without doing that. And let's see. Yeah, we got Star. That's pretty good, but I'm also using my wind spells every now and then just to get them a little bit of experience. I mean, it's not extraordinarily important. Just make sure they get some amount of experience so you don't lose them when you reincarnate. Okay, so why did I use the hospital? I'm just going to reincarnate again. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, we're good there. Let's save before we reincarnate, just in case I somehow screw up. Now, oh, actually, you know, I need to pass a bill first, because I want to reincarnate Lloyd into a different job class. And fortunately, I bought some of these while I was trying to pass stronger enemy bills. So let's see, how many do I need? Okay, that should be good enough. So yeah, I don't want to risk wasting my money. So yeah, let's do that. Well, not that I really spent that much money on all of this, but you know what I mean. Okay, so I need to unlock another job class. I think it's the Busty Beauty one. Let me see. Yeah, that's it. You unlock that job class if you have a character who has a level 3 sword mastery and level 3 staff mastery, but they can be different characters, so don't worry about that. But passing this bill should be relatively easy to unlock the job class that I want. And I'll fast forward until I finish bribing all these guys. But yeah, now I'm starting to pay much more attention to bribing all the different parties because, well, at this point, well, every point counts. Especially when there's senators who want to, or for bills that are otherwise relatively difficult to pass. Okay, that should be good. Although the Holy Dragons could still screw me over. No, we're good. Okay, so now that we've done that, how am I doing on items here? Oh, I still have quite a few left over, but that's okay. Alright, so we unlocked the job class. Okay, yeah, let's put all this in reserve inventory then. I want to clear my inventory space for removing Lloyd's equipment before reincarnating. Okay, we are good there. Make a safety save. And now I want to reincarnate him into a new job class. Let's see, where is it? The Magic Knight job class, or Rune Knight job class, depending on the translation, I guess, or something. But anyway, okay, so let's reincarnate him. Genius capability there. Max out the intelligence. And let's see, okay, 36 intellect I want to have. That should be good. Okay, and make sure you're strong with wind for the Magic Knight. Now, the reason why I want to use this job class is because of their passive ability. And, well, I'll just tell you, it's not quite clear here, but they get 25% more damage to their elemental attacks. And perhaps just as importantly, or more importantly, if you get the lover specialists for them, you can increase that by 25% more. So, I mean, they can get obscenely high damage. Some of the highest damage that you can get in the game, if not the highest. So that's why I want to use a Magic Knight there with Lloyd from now on. And they only learn the first 3 tiers of each of the elemental spells. So you want to make sure that you're using your higher tier spells every now and then so that you don't lose the spells entirely if they go below level 1 experience there. Okay, so we got that going there. So now that I've done that, I want to unlock the higher tiers of the job class, and here's how that works. Let's see, let's take a generic unit, reincarnate. So you got tier 1 of the job class, and then you have tier 2, which has slightly better stat aptitudes and or base stats there. And the highest tier job class is tier 6, just like the first game. But, unlike the first game, whenever you reincarnate into a higher tier, you have to have already reached a certain level of the previous tier. And so, like, to get to tier 2 of the Magic Knight, you'd have to get up the original Magic Knight up to level 12. Reincarnate into that one. Then you gotta get up to level 24 to unlock the third tier with a level 24 of the second tier job class. I hope I'm explaining that correctly. Because, yeah, so you can't just do it like the first game where you take the base job class, get up to, let's see, level 192, which is what you need to unlock the tier 6 Magic Knight job class, and then just skip all the ones in the middle. No, you can't do that in this one. You have to do the first one, unlock the second one, reincarnate into that, unlock the third one, reincarnate into that, and so on until you get to the end. But fortunately, once you do that once, that's it. You never have to do that again. So I want to take care of that, get up to level 192 Magic Knight, or, well, eventually level 192. So let's see, for each of the tiers, it's level 12 to get tier 2, then 24 for tier 3, then 48, 96, and 192 for Magic Knights. And the level you need for each of the tiers depends on the job class. So I'll put a link in the video description where they have some information on what level you need to be to unlock each tier of a job class, as well as they also go over the mana for the capability of each job class. Or yeah, the mana required to reincarnate at different capabilities of each job class there. And something else I also want to do is, let's see, I want to create a couple other mages here. Let's see, I want to go with a Star Skull. Oh, I don't have the mana to do that. Okay, let's see, where are you? Adele, you create the new ones then. Oh, I need more mana to create them. Okay, I'll do that after doing the grinding for Lloyd then. Basically, what I want to do is create a couple Star Skulls and a Thief at Genius capability. That's what I need the extra mana for. I'm not actually going to level them up yet, or use them right now, but I just want them there so I can start accumulating felonies for them. But what I ultimately want to do with them, or the Star Skulls, is I'll reincarnate one into a blue skull, learn all the spells, and then reincarnate him into a Magic Knight, and then do the same thing for the other Star Skull, except reincarnating into a Red Skull first. And the idea is I want to have 3 Magic Knights, one for each of the elements, and that'll help me a lot going through the item world. Next time on Let's Play Disgaea 2! This is H.C. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day!